Madeline had to fight to continue breathing, forcing air down her tightening windpipe. She swallowed and grabbed the plastic pants. As she pulled her tights down and stepped out of them gingerly, her sandals had been stepped out of before she had even left her seat at the desk. Stepping into the pants, Madeline was terrified, excited, and quavering with ambiguous emotion. She pulled the pants up to her waist and ran a smoothing hand over them. Electric to touch and super slick, the creamy pink plastic added to the orchestral sound of her diapers, but Mystique wasn't about to let Madeline enjoy this moment. Now that we have you safe to fill your diapers, it's time to remind people you are a member of the X-Men, Mystique said. Sorry, I don't follow, Madeline replied. Mystique reached once again into the drawer and pulled out an X-shaped brooch. This is for your distinctive uniform. She moved towards Madeline. Now wait a second, Madeline said. Now then, Ms. Pride, if you want your black skirt back before you leave this office, you will allow me to place this symbol on the front of your plastic pants, Mystique said, slightly annoyed. Sighing, Madeline dropped her arms to her sides. Applying pressure to the back of the brooch, Mystique attached it to the front of the pink plastic pants. Mystique went back to her desk and pulled out a camera. She took a quick photo of Madeline, who was mesmerized by the entire proceedings. She then sat back down behind her desk and turned on her computer, plugged in the USB cable and the camera. Madeline stood still, flabbergasted at the familiar way in which Mystique had put her hands beside her. This diaper business isn't as fun when you are stuck in them, Madeline thought, chewing her lip. Mystique spun the computer screen around and Madeline found herself staring at possibly the cutest picture of her ever. I look great. She filled her voice with venom and sarcasm. Yes, very babyish. So now that you are no longer an adult, how often do you need to be changed? I am an adult, I don't need changed. Okay, the average person grows out of diapers by age 3. A baby develops diaper rash after 6 hours of wearing a wet diaper. So that means that you only need to be changed after wearing a diaper for 30 hours. Okay, Madeline said. There is no way she can make sure I am wearing the same diaper for 30 hours because she can't keep me here without my friends thinking I have been kidnapped. I know what you're thinking, Ms. Pride, and I have a great surprise for you, Mystique gloated as she clicked the mouse. The computer screen still facing Madeline flashed up a black box with green writing with the words "locking mechanism activated" on it. The X on Madeline's plastic pants suddenly shot out thin metal poles that encircled the waist and the leg holes of the pink pants. The center of the brooch then spun open like a camera shutter, revealing a timer glowing with its own LED confidence. As you can see, I have many ways of keeping you in diapers, but I thought this was the most effective. After all, there is nothing worse than a baby leaking all over the furniture because she has wiggled out of her diapers. Mystique still seemed disinterested when she told Madeline this. But wait, there's more, Mystique said drolly. What now? Madeline said, her emotions rising to the surface. Meet Hypnotic. Mystique gestured behind Madeline, who turned to see the black-haired, pointy-nosed mutant she had seen in the toilets. She has lovely eyes, don't you think? The girl was close enough to Madeline's height so that they were already at eye level, and when Madeline looked into those eyes, she felt a buzzing in her head. It was so strong that she fell backwards onto Mystique's desk and then crashed onto the floor. What was that? Madeline asked as she clawed herself to her feet. I was activating the hypnotic suggestions that I placed in your mind earlier, Hypnotic said. She had a sweet, almost melodic voice. I don't understand, Madeline said, shaking her head to clear it. This will take some explaining, Mystique piped in. It would be better if you took a seat, Ms. Pride. Madeline moved back to the seat in front of Mystique's desk and sat on it. She immediately slid off of the chair as if it was made of pure ice. She landed with a teeth-jarring thump on the floor, with her super-thin skirt coming gently to land as if to emphasize her condition. More comfortable on the floor? Okay, I'll sit in the chair then, Hypnotic said gleefully.